Hello, welcome to this multiplication video. Today we're going to learn how to multiply a one-digit number by a multi-digit number. Okay? So the first problem we're going to look at is how do we multiply 398 times 5? Now you might be thinking that's got to be impossible because, well, gee, we can't memorize our multiplication tables all the way to 398. Well, you don't need to. All we need to do is use two skills that we have already learned: expanded form and how to multiply with the powers of 10. So what we're going to look at in this video is I divide the screen into two parts, and we have the think side and the write side. Okay, so over here I'm going to put the thinking, what should be going on inside of your brain. Okay, over here I'm going to write what you should write on your paper. Okay, so let's look at the problem, our first problem. So the first thing we need to think is, what is our problem? 398 times 5. Now when we write that, we're going to write it vertically. Okay, we're going to put the 5 underneath the 398. We're going to put the 5 all the way to the right underneath the 8. Okay, because the 5's in the 1 place and the 8 is in the 1's place. You actually could put the 5 on top and still get the same answer, but it's just kind of strange to do it that way. This is just the way everyone multiplies, so we'll do the same thing. Okay? So, next step. What is 398 in expanded form? Now, when you're first starting, you should probably write this down, but as you get better, you can just keep it in your head. Okay? Well, 398 in expanded form is 300 plus 90 plus 8. Once we have that in our head, what we're going to do is multiply the 5 times those three numbers, times the 300 plus the 90 times the 8. Okay? So, step 1, 5 times 8 is 40. So we are going to write the 40 underneath. Notice that I'm writing it all the way to the right, so I get the 1's place still lined up and the 10's place still lined up. Okay? Next, we're going to multiply 5 times 90. Well, remember that with the powers of 10, 5 times 9 is 45. And then we had to put a 0 in the end because there's a 1 0 in that problem. So our answer is 450, and we write 450. Next, we have to do 5 times 300. Okay, remember 5 times 3 is 15, and then we can see there's two zeros in those factors, so we're going to put two zeros on the end, and we get 1,500. So we write 1,500. Okay? The final step is we are going to add the partial products. Well, what are the partial products? These are the partial products. Okay? Remember, the product is an answer to a multiplication problem. So this was a product, this was a product, this was a product. But they're only part of the problem. They're partial products because they're not the whole product of this problem. What we're going to do is add these numbers together, and down here we will get the final product. Okay? So we think 40 plus 450 plus 1,500 equals 1,990. So we write 1,990. And that is our final answer. Okay? So sometimes people get confused and think these are the answers. No, these are only part of the answers. Down here, this is the final product. This is our final answer. Okay? Let's try one more just for a little more practice. Okay, so our problem is 608 times 7. Remember, we're going to write it vertically, so 608 times 7 with the 7 all the way to the right because we want it underneath the 8. So all our place values are lined up. Then we have to think, what is 608 in expanded form? Well, it's 600 plus 0 plus 8. Okay? Then we need to start multiplying the 7 times those three numbers. So first, 7 times 8 is 56. So put the 56 there. Remember, put it all the way to the right so our place values are still lined up correctly. Then we have 7 times 0, which is 0. And you know what? I'm not going to write that because, well, gee, I mean, when we add 0 later on, it's not going to change the answer. So we're not even going to bother writing it. Then 7 times 600. Remember, 7 times 6 is 42. And then we can see there's 2 zeros in the factor, so we're going to put 2 zeros on the end of our product, and we get 4,200. Now there's nothing left to multiply, so we're going to add the partial products, and 56 plus 4,200 equals 4,256. So we write our final answer. So our final answer right down here. Okay? I hope you enjoy the... Oh, sorry. What are the steps? Just a little review. First, rewrite the problem vertically. Then think, what is the expanded form of the top factor? And then multiply the bottom factor by all those numbers on top. Add the partial products, and you will be all done. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.